This video is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Stay tuned to hear more. Hello friends, welcome to the vlog. My name is Tiffany. It's been a minute since I've been in front of the camera. I kind of took a little bit of time off. I don't know if you guys really noticed because I pretty much kept posting consistently and my camera's not focusing. I have not vlogged since May, and it is July, so it's been a minute, but I took a little bit of a break because I got burnt out. Yay, we love that. It happens to everyone, happens to every artist, every content creator. I feel like as a kid I heard a lot of YouTubers quit all the time, and I'd be like, why would you ever want to quit? This is my dream job. And now that I do it all the time, full time as a career, I feel like every once in a while I think about quitting. Which is not good. But I am on the other side of burnout now. So I wanted to, first of all, vlog. I want to get back into vlogging. It's been a while. And second of all, I want to talk to you guys about it, share my emotions or something. I'm not very good at that online, getting back into the creative rhythm. And I want to share with you guys all the new stuff I'm working on, because I'm working on so many new things and it's really, really exciting. I lived a very normal life, it felt like. I don't want to start the video just with all this heavy stuff, so let's talk about some of the creative stuff I have been doing. I am currently in the worm room. This is the ferret room. It used to be pink, as you here's Hot Dog Worm. Muffy is somewhere snoozing. Ever since I grew out of my pink phase, I've been wanting to redo their room. I also have officially kind of cleaned off this desk and I'm using it to work now. It is really gross low-key. I'm gonna show you guys this really fast, so I used to use this desk for resin way back in the day, and it's clean, but it's still super messy. I'd really like if I could be closer to them all the time. I feel guilty a lot of the time that I'm not spending enough time with them. So this was my project last night. It's kind of crazy, and I also haven't vlogged on this camera in a long time. I forgot how wide it is because honestly, feels good. It feels good to be back. I really, really did miss you guys. Hi, Hot Dog. Are you looking? I thrifted this bed. Can you believe that? I thrifted that from the store for like $5. I can see that they're chewing on that ribbon, so I'll have to get rid of it. You never sit on that bed, Hot Dog. That's so cute of you. Let's see if I can prop and use this, and if I like the backdrop for this. I am so happy with the color I picked. I just went to Home Depot and I like picked a color, and then I came back and I just painted it. I didn't bring it back and like look at it or anything, but I wanted like an off-white color, but not fully bright white, which is what I did the studio upstairs. I've realized that unfortunately my scenery and surroundings affect me a lot because I feel like I am just generally so much happier with my vlogs and my footage when it looks pretty. I relocated my worm, as you can see, to up here. This is their cage, and I put these blankets on here to kind of give them some darkness during the daytime because they do sleep a lot. I got a Miffy plate. I don't know if it's cute though. I also don't know if it's plastic or not. Yay, success! Okay. Ah, no! Okay, oh well, it's on the floor now. Dude, I got my stickers in the mail!
Whoa, I wanna see.
I'm gonna see what the Fuji stickers look like. Are they smaller than I set them to, or did I make a mistake? I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this color, but they look really cute. I swear this is smaller than what I set it as. Oh, so cute! Oh, I have my deer stickers. They all look smaller. This one's really cute. The pigeon one, emo deer. What a good haul. Oh, and then the tunnel. I think I should go open this with them because I think they'll like it. Got some sourdough bread. I'm gonna make some food before I start doing anything today. I honestly can't believe that I am back and vlogging. I mean, I had intentions. That makes it sound like I wasn't gonna that makes it sound like I was actually like gonna quit or something. I was never gonna quit. I just wanted to take a break. And I've mentioned before on YouTube that I think I've taken breaks, but it's never really been, what the freak? Is this okay? I'll eat the other half. But I've mentioned before that I've taken breaks, but I've never really taken one like this, where I actually completely, whoa, no! I also did a lot of new things while on this break. Here is my Miffy fork. I did so many markets. In the month of June, I did 3 markets. In the month of July, I've done 1. I think I'm planning to do 1 more at some point. I started doing a lot more markets for several reasons, but mostly I have a lot of stock that I am trying to get rid of. Here is my avocados. I think what I've realized is that there are a lot of decisions that I made like years ago that have affected my business now and that have made me really unhappy in a lot of my business. Like for example, ordering way too much stock and now I'm stuck with it and I have to keep selling the stuff that I don't really like. I'm just gonna cut around the suspicious brown part of the avocado. I am joined here by my moss balls. This is me mid-editing because I realized that while I was filming, I literally didn't even actually tell you what happened because I'm so bad at expressing my emotions on camera that I literally just like kept saying the same thing over again, which was that I was going to tell you what happened and then I didn't tell you what happened. So here's what happened. I got really burnt out because of YouTube primarily. I think I started off YouTube with a very specific goal, which was just to share my life with my family and my friends and stuff. And now it's become a career and I am so incredibly thankful. I seriously cannot express how. I don't want it to come off as like I'm complaining. I just want to talk about the burnout process of being a creative because that happens a lot and it happens to everyone. And for me, because YouTube became my job, I had a lot of pressure to constantly make new videos. And at some point, instead of like making videos about my life, I felt like I was living life to make videos. And I felt like it was very like performative and that I was doing a lot of things just for content or for the vlog or whatever, which is fine to a certain degree, but at some point it really feels kind of icky. And when you mix art into it, which is such a like passion fueled thing, and I don't even view art that heavily, I just like making cute things, but still there has to be like enjoyment behind it. And when you mix that with having to do it all the time, which I think people feel this about having art as their job or going to school for it or practicing it or whatever, it takes the fun out of it. And at some point I just got so burnt out because I just had to keep pumping out videos, pumping out art, making money. At some point, I don't think I even knew like what I was really doing. Like, I feel like I was just making easy art. I feel like for a while I was just like drawing things as quickly as possible so that I could get the next launch out or something. And I wasn't really proud of my art anymore. And then I wasn't proud of my videos either. And it just like became this whole thing where I was like, what do I even like that I do? You know, because it's like at the end of the day, I didn't really know what I had to show for it, so I took a break. And again, I don't think you guys really noticed because it's not like I was like, I'm swearing off the internet. Like I was still very much active on pretty much everything except on YouTube. I was just uploading older videos. Like I was checking if my camera was in focus and then it died. So I'm back now, but my train of thought is kind of interrupted. But basically, I decided to take a break. And during that time, instead of just resting, which is very important, I decided to try like a million different things. I did like 4 or 5 markets during those 2 months, which taught me a lot and also helped me get a lot of products out, which was also stressing me out because a lot of the products I bought from when I was in college and stuff and like right after college, my pink era, I honestly do not like it anymore, which is why I'm doing a huge sale on my website. I also started spamming on TikTok, which seriously, like, I feel like the immediate gratification of short form content is something that I truly slept on, and I didn't get it because I've given TikTok several tries and I've never felt an actual connect to it until now when I started posting like 3-4 times a day. So here's a documentation of I guess what my TikTok currently looks like. I really do just like spam on there basically, but I'm currently at 7,753 followers and I started spamming when I was at 6,000. Honestly, I wasn't like gaining new subscribers on YouTube for a while, so I really miss the feeling of like looking at the numbers and stuff. Honestly, just trying this one new thing has changed my mindset on like social media and doing it as a job and stuff. But let's get back into the vlog because clearly I don't know why it was so hard for me to say all that, but I wanted you guys to know. Also, here is my water in this cup. That is so good. I'll talk to you when I'm done. Do you want some? Real quick, let's have a little intermission for Squarespace, the sponsor of today's video. Squarespace is the sole reason I am able to sell my art online and make a living off of it. And if you guys have been wanting to start your own website, I highly recommend Squarespace. They make it so easy for you. They have amazing commerce tools to help you manage and sell all of your art. They have super easy templates for you to build your own website from scratch, and their SEO tools help you get discovered online super easily. If you guys want to check them out, please head to squarespace.com/TiffanyWeng, and you can use the code TiffanyWeng for a discount off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you again so much to Squarespace, and now let's get back into the vlog. Hello everyone, so it is nighttime now. I'm about to take some pics of my new stickers. I'm so excited about these. I didn't know these were gonna come today. These are little matte ones, and then I got these, which are in a slightly different style, but I've been trying to draw more, and for a while I was drawing every single night, and then that's when I created these guys. I think these are in the span of like 3 nights in a row. Like one night I did this, and then this, and then this. I've been wanting to do a more like elaborate art style, because not to flex, but I feel like I can draw really well, but with a lot of the things that I've been making lately, because I kind of prioritize on just getting products out faster, I definitely was just making things that are easier to draw, and that's partially why I wanted to rebrand. I think a lot of the stuff that I was drawing, I was just illustrating whatever was easiest, and I kind of want to make things look a little bit more stylized and a little bit true to myself, because I realized that a lot of the stuff I was making I wouldn't personally use anymore. A lot of the bunnies, a lot of the art that I was making was for an audience that I think used to be me but wasn't, and unfortunately I ordered way too much stock back in the day when I first started 2 years ago. So now I'm kind of haunted by a lot of that stuff, and it was a little bit paralyzing for a bit because I felt like I shouldn't order any more new stuff until I sold all of the old stuff, which is also why I did so many markets last month, and I did get through a good amount of it, which is great, and it's really been able to help me do this rebrand. But I sunk all of my money from all of my markets except for the 2 most recent ones on new product, so I haven't really profited anything these days. All that to say, I've been working on a lot of new things. This is some of them, and I was really unsure about the color palette for this kitty. This is actually my friend's cat, Fuji. I did the ferrets, and I wanted to do more animals because the ferrets are kind of niche. I'm gonna actually make some stuff out of clay right now for another project that I'm working on. I'm going to be making the ferrets today. I'm gonna make hot dog and corn dog, among some other clay things maybe, but that is my focus for tonight. And I'm also gonna try to get all of these new stickers up on the website. This one seems to be a fan favorite among my friends that I've shown, but it says, "I am good," because have you guys seen those pics of pigeons being really, really bad at making nests? And then this one is Lambie. A real lamb, because this is him. Now that I have all these stickers sorted, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up some of my desk. My sunny angels judge me for being so messy all the time. I pulled out a bunch of clay, and I'm also going to try to clean up some of my scraps because I don't really know what the situation is going on there. But I pulled out my 2 stickers as well because I kind of already mapped out like the colors of Hot Dog and where they go. I'm a little bit nervous about this because she has colors in a way that I don't really like mentally understand how I'm going to do this. I'm about to start making my hot dog though, so I'm going to pray to Peanut for all the good vibes. Please, Peanut, I really hope this goes well because this is a side project I'm working on and I want it to be cute. I don't really know what color I'm going for, so I think I will just mix these up, see how they go, but also my nails are so long to be working with clay, but I'm gonna do what I gotta do, you know? This is gonna be so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. This looks like Hot Dog. Low key. Oh my gosh, ah! I kind of like the look of everything being super blobular, so I'm gonna squish on some tiny little ears. I love their little, tiny little bear ears. And for a lot of clay stuff, I just use my fingers like this. I don't use a lot of tools because I like how soft it makes everything look. Tiny eared Hot Dog! I'm gonna make sure everything's perfect and then I'm just gonna add her tail. I have perfected the ferret bod. It low-key kind of looks like a cat, but I guess IRL ferrets kind of also look like cats. I'm getting too into the smoothing part. But yeah, let's do it. I've actually been working on trying to use this up for forever now. I probably never will. Okay, I also busted out my other chocolate bar palette, and I think I'm gonna use one of the colors in here. Just going to, whoa. Maybe I should do the body second because the face is more detailed, question mark? She's really changing color though. I guess I'm just gonna go in and do the mask. Hot Dog has some very specific markings on her neck, so I'm going to try to mimic that. Does it look like her so far? This is low-key also my base eyeshadow color. Alright, I'm gonna try to really lock in on her little face. The rest of her bod is definitively just like this solid color, so I'm really loading it up. The parts I'm leaving right now are gonna be a little bit of a darker brown, so I think in this one. I mean, I know Hot Dog like pretty well. Like I stare at her a lot, so I think I generally got all the other parts down. Now it's just her arms and legs, I think. I'm just gonna do her tiny little legs with a darker color. The nice thing about like this way of coloring it is that first of all, I don't have to use paint, which is slay. But second of all, that they blend super easily because it's all powder. Look at that little leg. Oh, that was a lot. Whoopsie. Legs, 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 legs. Legs, legs, legs. Oh my gosh, here's tiny little Hot Dog. I'm gonna put on her face and stuff, but like look at that. And now I'm going to, unfortunately, stab Hot Dog in the eye. LOL. Oh my gosh, even with just the indents, it is so cute. Pretty far out to the side, like this. And now, tiny eyeballs go on. Look! Hot Dog! And then I'm gonna give her a little chocolate nose because Hot Dog has a little chocolate nose. And I'm gonna use brown instead of black. Look at Hot Dog's little tiny itty tiny little bitty baby little face! Oh my god, I'm gonna scream. Oh my god, Hot Dog! My baby, my Shayla! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, my tiny little chocolate hot dog that I made with my chocolate bar palettes and her tiny little chocolate paw prints. These are actually from this just like moving around on the table, but so cute. Oh my gosh. So now that I made Hot Dog, it's time to make Muff, and I was so tired filming that I didn't have the energy to talk anymore, so now I am doing a voiceover. This probably took me like 3 or 4 hours, honestly. I really took my time to get them right, so overall this was a very, very long process, but I'm doing this not only because I really want to, but because I have some side projects going on right now that I am a little bit reluctant to announce yet, but as soon as I am ready, I am going to be telling you guys about this. But basically, whatever I'm doing that's low-key a little bit of a secret has been propelling me to make a lot of clay things on the side with a purpose, and since I do art full-time now, I do find it really, really hard to make art for myself or just for fun anymore. But I really love when there's just this perfect mix of having to do something for a purpose and then also really enjoying what I'm doing, which is what's happening right now. Luckily, I get to make these hot dogs for a very good reason, but also I just love the outcome of them so, so much. They're coming out so much cuter than I thought they would, honestly. I really wasn't sure how to execute this because their coloring is just so complicated complicated and strange, but I'm using some slightly lighter colors for Corn Dog over here so that she can have her accurate little sandy brown color, and I'm just making sure that she has a very even coat. But after that, I put on her eyeballs the same way that I put on Hot Dog's, and the eyes are a little bit reluctant to stick because of the powder, but eventually I got them, and she's so cute too, so this was such a success. Okay, here are the two babies. All done. They're so cute. I'm gonna go and bake these, and it's getting late, so I think I'm just gonna eat some food and go to bed, but I'm gonna glaze these tomorrow. Babies. Whoa. Ah, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Ooh. Here's a tour of my backpack now that I've gotten it fully like decked out with all of my stuff, which I didn't put like that much stuff on there because I am trying to be a little bit more minimal, but of course I had to put some of my personality on there. So we have this Miffy that I got from Shanghai, and I don't even know if this is like a legit one, but honestly just the memes of getting in Shanghai with my family is enough. And then these are 2 pins. I have a matching one with my boyfriend for that one. And then this one is just a little Miffy, but so cute. Also, my nails. I did like gooey little squishy like silver parts, and I kind of love them. But yeah, new backpack. Oh, I have this too. It's a little Miffy pouch with a silver little Miffy. And I think I showed all of these in my haul video. Love this. I haven't bought a new backpack since, let me think, sophomore year of high school, so 2016. So it's been like 9 years, and I finally let myself buy a new backpack. Okay, whoa, lighting. I changed the light bulbs in this house, so now I think I might be able to film at nighttime. I don't know, it's so bright and lovely and amazing in here, but I have a lot of things I need to get through today. I'm still working on changing up the dog room, so I'm going to be doing a little bit of redecorating in there today because since I just painted it, I just really want it to look nice. I ordered some stuff. It's supposed to get here today, so I'm gonna go check and see if it has arrived, and then also I might go out and get some fabric so that I can redo the gate because that is something else that I really need to get done. So a day of tasks. Gonna try to complete them. My goodness. Hey, watch it. Watch the scissors. Why do you... Muff! How am I supposed to open it if you're gonna sit on here? Huh? Oh, another box inside a box. You guys got pranked. Can I scoot you to the side? Wow! Look at that! Whoa! 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 Was that crazy? Oh, this one's plastic inside. I don't know if I like that. What'd you guys think? Something new to smell at least. Muff, you good? Are you good? You're just so wimbly. So yesterday I went and bought this fabric. I bought a bunch of it because I'm gonna make new covers for the little gate that I use for the dogs, and hopefully I can bang this out today before I have to head out. I'm just gonna sew this up really quickly. Hopefully we'll be back with the finished product. This is what the current one looks like by the kitchen. And I'm gonna swap this with the one that's actually at their room. Here's a little piece I just took off. What the gate looks like. So I made like the new one, and I didn't buy enough fabric, so I wasn't able to make the kitchen one. But look, I put a Rilakkuma on here. And this is gonna be in a future vlog, I think. And so that is the end for today. Oh, my babies. I haven't really gotten a chance to show you guys these guys yet, But I have something else I need to sculpt semi soon, so that will probably also be in this vlog. I might get around to it after this vlog is finished, honestly. I need to make some little potted planters as well, so that's really exciting. And yeah, I'm just really tired. Had a long day. But we'll see you guys tomorrow or the next day or whenever I turn this camera back on. Hello everyone, oh my gosh, come unbox with me my very first ever Marimo package. I used to have them when I was a kid, but I've been wanting them again so bad. Moss balls! Oh my gosh, okay. Oh my gosh, moss ball in a tiny little purple tiny little thing. Oh my gosh, and it's warm. Oh my gosh. So I got a cup of water. One of them looks a little bit squished up against the other one. Here's the first one. My moss ball! And then the second one, which is much bigger, and he's already a perfect sphere. So the second one, there are my moss balls. Oh my gosh, they're gonna live on my desk for now. There he is, on my desk. Hello everyone, it is the next, actually it's not even the next day. It's been several days. I have been so busy with a million and one things I'm doing. I have a event this weekend. I have a rave this weekend. I have things, secret project stuff this whole week. First I'm gonna get breakfast because I bought these little breads from the bakery. This is my last one, my last buttercream bread, but these are my favorite. I used to eat these all the time as a kid. So I'm gonna have this for breakfast today. But it's probably been like a week since I filmed the last portion of this vlog. So I'm here to update you guys on everything that I made last time that I finally finished throughout the days. But also random updates. I met up with my friends and one of them got me gashapons and we have more food with knees. So do you wanna unbox these with me? This one is a coffee cup. Look how literally cute. Oh my gosh. I also just did my nails. So they're short now. They were really long before and I kind of couldn't stand it anymore. Okay, this one. It's a little dongo and I love this one. Oh my gosh, look at that. So we can go put these with the other ones that I have because they fit the color scheme, which is so cute. Look at this. They can go together in here. Look at them, literally so cute. So welcome back to my studio. It's been a while, I think, since I was in here. I've been working on so much stuff, and one of the things is like a lot of this clay stuff that I've been making for low-key, like kind of a secret project that maybe I'll announce to you guys soon, but I don't know when because I'm a little bit scared because I'm trying new things. I'm gonna keep the underlying reason of why I'm making so many new things kind of a secret. The result is that I am making a bunch of clay stuff and I am gonna show you guys what I've been making because I think they're literally so cute. So I made this little pear magnet. We have this kitty cat. My camera does not want to focus, but I think these are the cutest ones that I made. And then of course, here is the grand reveal of the babies. I think they came out literally so cute. Smooch. There is corn dog, and then this one is hot dog, and they literally look so good. I did 2 coats of resin on them, so they are glossy as can be. I just think they came out so good. I feel like these days I've been having a really hard time making things for myself or like for fun, like without a purpose. And I think that's just because I am unfortunately kind of in that grind set. And as cringe as that is to say out loud, I honestly think I have become kind of hardwired with these guys. I actually posted these online and a lot of you have interest of buying one, so I might list like 2 or 3 for sale. Not sure yet, don't quote me on that, but I kind of want to. It's just a matter of how much time I have. But yeah, this new secret project that I'm working on has been pushing me to make new things, which has been making me really happy. So yay. But along with that, entering my polymer clay era again, I have, look how cute. I conditioned all of my clay that I currently have, and I just got these new acrylic boards, so really satisfying. Yeah, I wanted to like recondition all of the clay that I have. This is where they sit in here with all of my cute other stuff, including my beautiful Peanut. Oh my gosh, a fan fave. I made a TikTok on him, and It's blowing up. So I was not expecting that, but I'm really doing this TikTok thing, guys. I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm trying my best. Oh, another update. I made these last night. Crochet puddings? Question mark? I'm making pom-pom purin as puddings, and I'm just kind of trying to get rid of yarn again. I've been talking about this a lot on my TikTok, where I'm like, I hate all of my yarn, I want to get rid of it. So I'm crocheting my way through my stash and not letting myself buy any more unless absolutely necessary. And these are some of the things I made yesterday. But yeah, that's kind of my update for up here. So yeah. So this is kind of the thing that I have going on above my desk here, and I have the Smisky just literally on the wall because I thought that would be super cute. But I have the magnets, so now I can put them up here. Oh my gosh, that's literally so cute. Should I make some of these for like my shop? Like, I feel like these came out so cute that people would like them, perhaps. But those are the few little magnets that I've made so far, along with my Smisky. My moss balls were previously in this room, and I just keep moving them around because I love to see them at all times. So now they're in my living room.
A day in the life of my moss balls. I want to give you guys an update on how they're doing and some details on how I got them. Today I'm doing a water change. I wouldn't normally change their water this much, but since they're brand new, I wanted to change it a little bit more frequently in the beginning. These are my Marimo moss balls. I'm pretty sure the seller I bought from is legit, but these should be authentic Japanese Marimo moss balls. They are little algae balls, and they look like this in the sunlight. They are alive, they're little plants, but they grow super slow, so here's an update on how big mine are right now. It'll probably take forever to see if they grow, but fingers crossed that they're doing well. I'm giving them a water change today, so I'm just cleaning out the cup. I have 2 right now, but I'm gonna keep my tiny one unchanged for now. And yes, sometimes moss balls don't look real, and sometimes you do buy fake ones. I'm pretty sure mine are real, but I will keep you guys updated on that when I see some signs of growth. And today my moss ball will be getting 2 little star ice cubes. They come from the bottom of the river floor, so they like it really nice and cold. I may see signs of life from mine to make sure they are real, but I'll keep you guys updated. So thanks for watching. Bye!
So I have 4 of them. I have this one, and then this little one, this one in a shot glass, this one in a Jinro cup. So let me do introductions. I feel like I've talked so much about moss balls, but I don't remember in my last part of the vlog if I actually told you guys what moss balls are. I've been wanting a Marimo moss ball for forever, and a Marimo moss ball is basically just a breed of moss ball. It's a Japanese moss ball, which is just a ball of algae. This one is a Marimo moss ball. The moss balls are my current new obsession, and I had a moss ball when I was younger as a kid. I have no idea what happened to it, but I had it for years. But the breed of moss ball that I have is really hard to find, and I think moss balls in general are really hard to find now. They used to have them at PetSmart, but they don't sell them anymore because for a while there was like an invasive species that was on it, and it was like the import issues and whatever. So a lot of moss ball drama. Scoured the internet, found myself a moss ball. So I ordered 3 moss balls. You may be noticing that I have 4 now, but that's a story to get to later. But these 2 are my initial moss balls. These are my Marimos, and I got a 3rd moss ball, which is just not a Marimo moss ball, but an algae ball, and it's supposed to grow a lot faster, and I just kind of want to see the difference, and they forgot to send it to me. So I finally received it a few days ago, and while I was washing it out, it had a baby, and I made a TikTok about it, but basically moss balls can propagate themselves. I think people call it having a baby because it's like cute and funny, but realistically they're not giving birth because they're plants. I have a tiny little one now, so this one's baby, and it will probably continue to propagate itself a bit, but mine has a split in it right now, which is not great. So hopefully that heals itself. I know sometimes it can take up to like a year. I think I might have to rubber band it because of how bad it's looking right now. But yeah, that's the story of my moss balls, and I just love them so much. Like, these are my babies, and they're the perfect plant for me because you don't really have to do anything to them. And I joke that I am a moss ball content creator now, but I actually am like weirdly really passionate about them. So yeah, these are my new babies. I don't know if you can tell how much I love them, but considering I've been rambling about them for about like 15 minutes now, they are my friends that live in my house. So yeah. Also, while I'm over here, I have all these little items. I'm gonna make a separate vlog on this because this one is already getting so long, but I got a lot of my new stuff in. So I'm just gonna give you guys a sneak peek. We have clips. I wanted to make something new because I make a lot of keychains and stuff and I didn't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again. So again, with the theme of trying new things, we have clips and they're clear and I love that. And then I made this into a keychain as well. And then I have some other really exciting keychains. This one's a pigeon. But yeah, these will be a separate video. The boxes behind me are all PR and products and stuff. And I got my bunnies. I got my enamel bunnies and I'm gonna put them on my website soon and I'm really excited. We're gonna debut them at K-pop MiniCon, so it's gonna be so exciting. Lots of new stuff. So I also want to show you guys how those polymer clay things came out because I just finished them a few days ago. One last thing that I wanted to include in this vlog is me making these tiny little planters. As you can see, I've been working with clay a lot lately, and this actually, I had no vision for what I was expecting this to look like. So I'm using these tiny little glass jars on the inside, and the first ones ended up being too long, so I scrapped this whole entire one that I'm making right now, and I decided to make some tiny ones out of these little granite pieces of clay that I had and some other leftover ones, but I just put little faces on them because I thought that would make them cuter. And I first baked them without any legs, but they're honestly cute just like that too, without little legs. So their legs might surprise you after I bake them first, but I got kind of carried away. I only really needed to make one of these, but I honestly fell in love with the design, so I started making even more and more of them, and I made myself a tiny little family. And these actually look so cute with my moss balls, so I guess unintentionally I have some plants in my house, which I've never really been one to want that because I'm really bad at remembering to take care of plants on top of all the other things I need to take care of. But now I have some very low maintenance plants like the little guys that live in here and my moss balls, which guys, seriously, I've become so obsessed with moss balls. It's kind of strange, but I feel like it's really on brand for me. Back to the vases, I am adding some little faces onto them. These are the final ones that I am finishing up, and I did some little winking ones. I think these came out so cute. I just love the way they all look together like as a little family. It just makes so much sense. So here are some of the ones that I made, and I'm going to be baking them before I add on the legs so I do not squish their perfectly round heads. And so now that I'm adding the legs, I've already baked them once so they're solid, and it makes adding the legs really easy because I just have to smooth it onto this surface. But after I finished up this process, which did not take as long as I thought it would, although this guy, because I wanted to attach 4 legs onto him, it did kind of take a good chunk of time for me to get through, but it was so worth it because look at how they look once they're finished. They are literally so cute and my absolute favorite little babies. Planters came out. I realized I didn't do a very good job of showing them in this vlog, but I did get them finished and they are so cute. Also, a little bit irrelevant, but look how cute this tiny little peanut is. So cute. But anyway, yeah, we have tiny little planters now. This one might live here momentarily, but this is one of my favorite ones. And then along with this 4-legged one, this one that I made with the little granite clay is probably my other favorite one. I just love like the way this looks. Like, is that not just so cute? But yeah, those are my favorite little guys as of right now. Little babies. And so I think that is the end for today's video. Let's say goodbye with all of the moss balls, all of my little creatures. I also made these little like planters. Do you like these? I made these. I gotta head out to go to my secret project I'm working on, so hopefully I'll be able to share that with you guys soon. But thank you guys so much for watching, for hanging out. You guys are my whole life, so thank you for sticking around with me throughout the hard times, and I hope you guys are enjoying everything, and I hope everything that I've been up to lately has been entertaining for you guys. And I'm thinking about making a video about all of the stuff I've learned from marketing, so I'll probably do that soon. That's everything. Stay hydrated, take a nap. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Bye everyone. Woo! Try new things. It'll pay off. It's worth it. Goodbye, little bird.